Every time a desire comes up, it gets stepped on or squashed or judged or criticized, and it causes you pain. Eventually, just the feeling of the desire itself is going to be cause for suffering. So why would you want to make yourself suffering? Of course, you simply disown it. This GP, I recently got a request to do I've done a lot of tapping about owning your desires, and I wanted to do one because somebody asked me about, well, what if you don't know what you want? What if you don't know what you're desiring? So I wanted to do some tapping on that. But before we do the tapping, I wanted to preface it a little bit, because it's simply not true. It is, yes, you may not consciously be aware of what you're desiring. I don't know what I want, but the reality of your wanting is for real. And the specifics of what you are wanting are for real. The only reason we're not aware of them, we're not consciously in touch with them, is because they've been suppressed. Whatever it is you want, you've been taught that it's not good for you, it's not moral, it's not right, God doesn't like it, our people aren't like that, you shouldn't be like that, you shouldn't even think that, you shouldn't even want that, you shouldn't even feel that. There's all sorts of things that make us deny our own desires. And even if we don't deny them outright, they have to be shrunk. Well, it's okay to have enough, but not too much, right? I mean, there's the ceiling on everything gets compressed, and so that we end up having these really little dreams, right? These, the big ambitions of, children to conquer planets and do things and be superheroes gets completely lost and suppressed out of us. We're not allowed to. Matter of fact, we even may feel shame when we express those desires, and oftentimes, so that we don't even think about it, right? And so if every time a desire comes up, it gets stepped on or squashed or judged or criticized, and it causes you pain, eventually just the feeling of the desire itself is going to be cause for suffering. So why would you want to make yourself suffering? Of course, you simply disown it. But folks, it's still there. So I want to do a couple of rounds of tapping here, just on if I don't know what I want, and see if we can open up that energy to let that energy of desire, the energy which is the energy of life, by the way. You take away desire and there's no life. I mean, life is actually a nice name we gave to the desires of the universe, right? So let's just start on the karate chop point. So, even though I don't know what I want, and I wish I did, because it seems like I'm supposed to know what I want in order to get what I want. I'll try to slow down. I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I haven't a clue as to what I want. I think I'm supposed to know what I want, but I don't have a clue what I want. I totally accept myself. I totally accept what I'm feeling. And I'm totally loving my life anyway. So even though I don't know what I want, somehow I got completely cut off from it. I totally love and accept myself anyway. Let's tap to the points. I don't know what I want. I think I used to know what I want. Well, when I was a little kid, I knew what I wanted. But that was a little kid. I don't know what I want. I wish I knew what I wanted. People tell me that I need to know what I want. That if I don't know what I want, I can't get it. That makes me really afraid, because I don't know what I want. Yet I do know that I'm wanting. I do know that I want something. Oh, this is so frustrating. Nonetheless, I'm totally allowing myself to be with this feeling. It sucks. I'm supposed to know what I want, but I don't know what I want. All right, I'm letting that be. I don't know what I want. I'm gonna stop hiding it. I'm gonna stop forcing it. I simply don't know what I want. Stop, take a deep breath. Check in. Step 1 in MasterHEART EFT, which is what I do. You always just completely own the feelings, the state, everything as it is. Completely dropping the ambition for changing or fixing or any of that, because it's a waste of time. It won't work. Okay? And just really being present with what's here. You don't know what you want. If you just, with that, without the pressure to having to know, which is of course like, right? I don't know, but I don't know. I need to know, but I don't know. But I need to know, but I don't know. It's a spiral of stress that goes nowhere. All right, let's do another round. Let's see if we can just kind of open up the energy. So even though I don't know what I want, I'm certainly open to knowing what I want. Even though I don't know what I want, if I did know what I wanted, I'd let it happen. Even though I really don't know what I want, maybe that's okay. Taps to the plains. Maybe it's okay. Of course, you know, I don't always not know what I want. I knew what I wanted to put on this morning when I got up. I knew what I wanted to eat. I knew that I had things that I wanted to do. Yeah, they weren't big life purpose kind of things. But I did know. Maybe it's the same kind of energy. I mean, what I'm really talking about is wanting something big. I don't know what this big thing that I want is. I know a lot of little things. Is there some big thing I'm wanting? Is there some big desire inside of me? Is there something that really wants to expand? Actually, that's kind of exciting. It isn't just a desperate want. It's an explosive, creative want. I want something big. But I was never allowed to want big. Always have to want small. No wonder I don't know what I want. I never had permission to want it. Well, I'm going to give myself permission now. I'm going to want something big. Maybe even so big, there's no way in the world I could ever get it. I'd have no idea how to do it. How the resources would be, where the resources would come from. No idea about any of it. I think I'm just going to let myself want it anyway. Stop for a second. Take a deep breath. What does it feel like? Now, I want you to notice something. This is really, really important. You don't have to know what it is you want. You just need to know that you want something. Lots of times we have a feeling of wanting something and we don't really know what we want. And because we don't know, we shut down the wanting itself. Well, the desire can't fulfill itself if it doesn't have any room to move. You know. You know, if there's a seed planted in the ground and it wants to grow, and you put a big rock on top of it and don't water it, nothing much is going to happen. And you might not even know what that seed is for. It could be a pine tree. It could be a peach tree. It could be a bush. it could be a petunia. You don't really know what the seed is. You just know that there's a seed and something wants to grow. What if wanting was actually a process of self-discovery? Let's do one more round. We're just going to go right to the points this time, okay? What if the feeling of wanting actually knew what it wanted? What if it was ready to reveal itself to me? What if I don't need to know? What if I just need to be willing to let it grow? What if it was going to tell me? Yeah, I was never allowed to really want before. I was taught to put a curb on it. I was taught some things were good, some things were bad. But I'm ready to let all that go. If this desire is for something bad, fine. I won't do it. But it's probably not. I'm really just going to let this grow. I'm going to give myself permission to want, even not knowing what I want. I love the fact that this wanting has never been killed. It's never abandoned me. I think it may actually be just innate in me. Like the color of my hair or my height. I'm giving this feeling permission to grow. I think it has the energy itself to grow. Like the seed knows what it's going to become. It just needs an opportunity to grow. I'm going to give that opportunity to myself. I don't know what I want, but isn't it fun to watch it unfold until I do? I am so glad this is happening. I'm so glad that this gets to be a discovery and not just a straight out of the book answer. I'm discovering myself. Ain't it grand? Take a deep breath. We create a lot of inner conflict for ourselves. We say, something is missing and I gotta fix it. You don't have to fix it. There's no such thing as a problem without a solution. There's no such thing as what we call lack without a fulfillment. There's no such thing as a desire without that which fulfills the desire. Simply doesn't exist. The universe doesn't make such things. If it did, imagine a desire that could not possibly be fulfilled. That would be hell. That would be hell, the worst imaginable thing, the worst thing you could possibly think of. To honor just that feeling of wanting and desiring allows the desire to grow to develop, to mature, and to reveal itself. And as that energy frees up, of course, it is going to attract to it everything it needs to fulfill it. Because that energy of wanting, of desiring, of becoming is complete. It has within it, like the seed, like the acorn has that entire oak tree within it. The desire has the entire fulfillment of it within it. All we have to do is allow ourselves to feel the depth of our desire. That will lead us. Thank you all. Till next time. Namaste.